Is work from home is a need of this hour? This is the very question that starts this demonstration. This ever increasing problem COVID-19 pandemic is ongoing and seems to continue. We are opening our eyes to how we can continue living as earlier. Can we move on as earlier? This is the most sought question, and the answer is hardly available with anyone. COVID seems to exist for a long period of time. There seems no alternative but to move on, work with caution. However, scientists opine that social distancing may be required, lasting up to 2022, to lessen the pressure on healthcare system. This is critical prior to run any organizational activity, as social distancing must be maintained and reduce the impact of this coronavirus outbreak. In this scenario, a flexible working arrangement, as such, we are talking about WFH, work from home, can help to avoid the crowd. In this connection, it is right time to examine the perception of stakeholders and work practices, review of work practices on the impact of flexible and remote working arrangement on work-life balances as well. There is a need of changing in work behavior with the adaptation of new working culture. Willingly or unwillingly, people must cope with the challenge and develop mindset working remotely. Really, it is not as easy as we feel cozy working physically, but the context shows that there is no alternative and no longer can the economy sustain waiting for it for longer. Now, emergency institutions, including financial institutions, are involving in such work practices with the balance of work from home and office system in the same way, reflecting other institutions to replicate the same practices. Just we are observing the saving of time as most of the meetings taking place through the virtual way. After Corona, we can observe society as the most vibrant and fast paced with the use of technology and system. People feel ease with the use of technology. Work from home concept is one of the flexible concept that can be implied and applied by many institutions. Work from home becomes normal and this trend will continue in post COVID-19 too. Working from home with flexible work hours has provoked a thought. Do we really need to go to office burning fuel, sweating in traffic, and additionally paying rent for the office spaces? There is a need of clear distinction in the nature of job, whether the job requires physical presence or not. Production of goods and services with WFH is hard to carry on. However, managerial, educational, and consulting jobs can be easily handled being in distance. As per gender perspective, WFH seems more challenging in the context of Nepal to women, especially in the society like ours, as they have to manage home, children, and family while they need to deliver the professional outcomes. Besides, the work culture where time is not given due importance, remote working is a challenge as it is hard to monitor the work progress. However, with the application of some indicators or benchmarking, work from home concept or practices can be systematized. The coronavirus pandemic has succeeded in bringing the world to rethink Things will never be the same after this pandemic. All priorities will be continued in an automatic mode without manual intervention, and almost most of the things becomes more automatic, and almost all the domestic and officially follow the same flow. In the same vibes, the administrators should take steps to increase work flexibility so employees can be at their best on and off the job. The flexible work schedule is found to have a positive impact on the performance of employees, as employees feel and agree that it makes them more responsible as they are able to manage their time, working time, and at the same time can fulfill their personal commitment remaining at home. In the context of Nepal and in this lockdown period, further lockdowns, and if it is goes longer, may have disastrous consequences. Countries like Nepal cannot afford any more of this kind, and there is no provision as such in the budget to pay for the inhabitants staying home for a longer period of time. In meeting such difficulties, widening poverty and losing efficiency of organization, there needs immediate and creative thinking and application of model of work practices being in distance. Anyhow, work must be continued. A good fit between work demands and matching responsibilities with the flexibility can improve the quality of both work and safe home life for employees. Having newer experience with the newer things, we can introduce and learn a newer dimension of work balance and safety life. Weaknesses in all aspects get exposed, then strengths get realized. All the way, time stealers like hustle and bustling in transport, sweating in traffic, and paying rental cost of office, etc., can be avoided if we are able to manage our work with distance. Ultimately, working from home will definitely be a regular working modality in the days ahead, and it positively impacts on job performance, productivity, absenteeism, and turnover. Thank you.